What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, DJ Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only Use Me Blood.
And this is what we call...
BadKidCast.
That's right. And this is all audio, and the idea behind this podcast, a little different than other podcasts, we only put up audio so you can listen to our wonderful conversations.
And now we are exclusively on extra long Vine.
Completely threw me off. All right. The purpose of this is so you can listen to us while you game.
It's 1,000 consecutive episodes of Vine put together, spliced together for you.
I love Vine.
I'm digging it. I think that's gonna be the new kind of cool thing. I hope they don't fuck it up though.
It's so messed up, dude. I had the idea of Vine before there was a Vine.
Well, you had the seed, but you didn't plant it.
That's what I'm saying. I had the seed, but I didn't plant it. I mean, I tried to. I didn't. I was focused on different things. So basically, I was with my website people, and I was like, look, I want to create something that is like fucking Twitter, but limits you to video feed. And literally, like 2 months after I said that and had that idea on the Skype call, a website came out, and I don't know what it's called now. I can't think of it. They sponsor White Boy. What is it called? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look at my phone.
Why you do that? What I'm interested in. I know it sounds negative. Or
Keep
whatever.
or something like that. It starts with Keep.
Okay.
Or Keek, Keek. They came up with the idea that you get like.
Isn't Keek the text-based messaging system?
No, it's videos, right? But then what happened is Keek came out, but now Vine is like so much better than Keek.
Yeah.
Like the Vine design is amazing, it's awesome, and it's trendy, and it's hip. And so, but anyhow, before either one of these products came out, I had this idea. I didn't plant it. I would have been rich. Vine is amazing. So basically on Vine, if you don't know, on your smartphone, you touch the screen, and when you're touching the screen, it records, and it gives you like a bar to fill up, right? So you can stop. So like you could take a picture of, like, this is what I did. I did my shoes. My very first Vine was Melissa's Nikes having sex. So I, like, moved the shoes, filmed for a second, moved the shoes again, and when the whole video came out and was tweeted out on Vine, it looked like shoes were having sex. And that's what's great about Vine,
Vine, what is it, like only like 6 seconds long or something like that?
No, you get some time. I don't know how long it is, but I think
every
it's
Vine thing I've seen, it's been like 6 seconds.
Maybe it's 10 seconds. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not long. You don't have a lot of time to film. But the thing is you can capture a lot of different stuff within that time. Because you can pretty much say a full sentence like, "Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Killer Keemstar. We're doing BadKidCast." Like you could say that within your Vine recording.
A lot of times it's like just little short videos. Like I saw a video of a girl saying that. It was raining in her car, and then when she got out, it wasn't raining anymore, and she's like, "God loves me," some shit like that. I mean, like, people do with Vine with it. Well, but my question is this: is when, I hate to be negative, but when will Vine become lame? The only social media thing that has not become lame yet, to me at least, is Twitter. Because they've kept it simple.
Yeah.
They
don't change it.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone wants to they want to constantly change and tweak and.
It's reason why that's a fucking brilliant point.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Twitter, and we love it because they don't change it. They don't fuck with it.
There's no Twitter updates. Like there's no, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like there's no. I mean, you might be able to put something like a different header on your thing or whatever, but for the most part, it's text-based messaging. It's awesome.
I know you're not like really into news that much, but the Drudge Report is like one of the best like sources for news.
Okay.
All right. And if you were to go to this website, and every person that's in news today reads the Drudge Report. They read it, right? It's just a website.
Yeah.
The website hasn't changed in the last like 15 years. Like you go on there and it looks like fucking a website from the beginning of the internet.
Yeah.
It's like, how is this thing even popular? They won't change it. They don't change it.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's awesome. I mean, so for Vine, I know it's becoming a new thing, and it's pretty cool. As long as they don't switch it up and change it or make it so that you can I don't want to see some vlogger posting some 10-minute video of why she's mad that they don't have her shoes at Nordstrom's. Or, you know what I mean? I don't want to see that. I like these short, quick videos. That's why Twitter is so good, is because it's short, like 140 characters. You can read that in like 3 seconds. You know what I mean? And even that's long, so it's good.
You know what I want to talk about? Because I just found it the other day again, and I was like, oh, I love this video. What is your favorite gaming clip? It can be any game, but your favorite gaming clip on YouTube. It's a very short video, no longer than a minute long. It's just a clip that someone uploaded, and you're like, wow, that is fucking unreal.
I can't really think of one. I know there's one gaming segment that I love, but it could be a clip, but it was part of a whole video. But
what was it?
It's XCal's TDM on BOG and Call of Duty 4, and there's this sequence where he basically gets in that problem where he shoots someone and has to reload. Then another person comes, so he has to switch to a different weapon and shoot that. Then he has to reload both. He picks up another weapon, shoots that, and he goes on a 15 kill streak while he's basically like pinned down. Like they're just coming from both angles, and it's the fucking best. It's the best Call of Duty 4 play I've ever seen in my life. It's awesome.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, he knifes two people because basically both of his guns are completely out of ammo because people just keep on rushing him. Like they just kept on spawning on him for some reason.
So, like a year ago, this fucking Battlefield 3 video comes out, and I tweeted out, right?
That was, okay. Yes.
And I just checked it the other day, 15 million views, and it is the greatest thing ever.
Is it where he gets out of...
Yeah.
So he's flying the jet, he gets out of...
No. He's flying the jet, he sees some bad guys, right? He shoots them, gets a couple kills, right? He notices someone's trailing behind him, like an enemy jet. So he goes straight up into the sky, jumps out of his plane, right?
Like ejects from his plane.
Ejects from his plane straight up above his plane, right? Takes the fucking RPG and fucking and throws or shoots a missile and blows up the enemy jet that was following him. Then he fucking gets down and lands back into his plane and flies away, all in midair.
Yeah. That shit is awesome. I'm not even a Battlefield 3 player, and that shit is awesome.
Now, I thought that was amazing, and I went back a couple days ago to check it out again, and I was like, wow, this is the greatest thing ever. And I fucking went on a hunt for the best gaming clip ever, and you know what I found?
What'd you find?
Have you ever heard of Battlefield, like 1943 or something like that?
1942, yeah.
1942, okay. In that, he's in a fucking plane, right? Gets out, and he snipes the other pilot.
Oh, that's gangster.
Following him. Same exact thing, right?
But snipes him?
He gets out and he snipes the pilot and then lands in his plane, the guy that he just sniped.
Imagine getting a clip like that and not having any way to record it.
Yeah, of course. No one's recording this shit all the time.
Yeah.
There's clips out there that is the most amazing shit that we'll never see.
I had a moment in Call of Duty 4 where I was the last person standing in Search and Destroy, and I killed all 6 of them and defused the bomb. And my recorder, I ran out of disk space in my hard drive, so it didn't record.
Oh, and that was back before they had theater mode?
Yeah, this was Call of Duty 4, and this was like on my old Hava.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so I don't know how other recording software worked, but with this one, it would be like a black screen when it was recording, but then when you ran out of hard drive space, it stopped recording, it would just feed the video through, so I know I'd run out of hard drive space, and the recording would be corrupted if I could hear a sound from my computer.
Yeah.
As soon as I started the diffuse thing, the sound came from my computer. I'm like, son of a bitch! Lost it.
Oh my God.
One of the greatest moments ever in Call of Duty history. I was the champion that day.
Yeah.
I left it all out in the field.
I've been getting a couple bounce tomahawks. It's a really cool thing.
Why didn't you roll 2 tomahawks? I never understand that.
It fucks up my setup for what I'm trying to do when I play for real.
What is the Keemstar setup? I don't even know what the Keemstar setup is.
A Keemstar setup is cap 40.
Okay.
It's got to have the purple fucking leopard,
of course,
on it.
Naturally.
I run Blind's Eye. I run Light on Feet. I don't know. I'd have to look at it.
Okay.
But
do you have any attachments for the gun?
I do extra bullets and long barrel.
Okay.
So I can shoot at farther distances.
Bam. I can't believe you've gotten into Call of Duty like this late in the game. Like most people are not moving on, but they're just like, we play Call of Duty, I'm sick of it. Now you're like into it,
Well,
that'd be like me getting into Halo right now.
Well, the thing is I had to, because when Halo 4 came out, like there was that period in my life that I had to relive my baby, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's Halo. So I didn't... And then you got to think about it. I wasn't making videos then.
Yeah.
At the first part of the year. I only just started a fucking channel and just started making videos again, you know, a month ago. So, well, now it's like 6 weeks.
You've been doing well with the trolls, though. Like, that's what people, like, want to see. You know what I mean? People like that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, we talked about this a little bit before, but I was during my live stream, like, after I played some zombies and played some other stuff, Search and Destroy, everyone was just like, go into gun game, get reactions. And I was like, okay, I'll go into gun game, get reactions. So I played a couple games, come across this kid, and the kid was just not bright at all. Like, really stupid. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna mess with this kid, you know? Got him to jump off the side of the map like 3 or 4 times. Mm-hmm. Told him it was on hydro, you know where the rain water is?
Yeah. Told
him to stand there, and when the little beeper starts going, if he crouches, that he'll live through the water, and the water just killed him. And so I was messing with this kid, and everyone's like, you know, putting in the chat, LOL, whatever, and people thought it was pretty funny, whatever. But I just got like this gloomy feeling over myself.
Yeah, I hate. That's the one thing I hate about trolling. That's why in a lot of my videos I end it and I tell them that it's a troll and we laugh about it. You know?
The gloomy feeling that I got was just like, this isn't, to me, it's like, I'm not like a super troll or anything like that, but this isn't trolling. Like poking fun at a dumb kid is not, it's not funny, and it's kind of bullying at that point. You know what I mean?
All right, so
if I were to get the kid to rage, that'd be one thing because that'd be entertaining. But like just to talk to a stupid kid, that's not funny. That's not.
Well,
I don't know.
Like when I do the fake nuke stuff, 99% of the time they fucking just leave. They don't say a word. They just get off Xbox.
Oh, that in a way, that's almost a better thing because you think that they're like, fuck this, but I gotta go deal with this.
Yeah, but okay, so first of all, I don't have a video.
Yeah.
And the second of all, like, I didn't get to tell that dude I was joking around. Like, who knows what he did? Like,
yeah.
Did he run out and fucking jump in front of a car? Or did he run in front of his wife and say, you know what, I've been cheating on you this whole time. You're a bitch.
Well, it's kind of the whole, you know, you've heard the saying, you know, this philosophical question. If a tree falls in a forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a noise?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that question?
Yeah.
Like, if you troll someone and you don't get to see their reaction to it, is it really a troll then? Or, I mean, it is a troll, but you, the person that trolls, doesn't get the benefit. But do you get the benefit because you think that you don't get the benefit?
No.
Okay, it's kind of like putting...
And you don't get to tell them, hey, you don't get to give them the punchline.
Yeah.
All right, there's a video. You remember the pranking videos with the elevator and the lights would go off and the scary girl comes out and scares the shit out of them?
Yeah.
All
like
right.
a ghost or whatever?
Yeah, most people have seen this. Anyhow, it's a prank that they do with a fake elevator. People get in the elevator, think they're in the elevator, then they flicker the lights off, and then one of the side panels of the elevator opens, and this girl... like creepy fucking zombie looking girl comes out and scares the people, right?
That's a good one too.
Now, someone made a spoof of that and they made it look realistic, right? And they did the same thing, but this time the guy like punches the girl and starts kicking her.
Oh.
And it's fake, and it takes you a while to figure out it's fake, but it's a spoof. So that's what I'm worried about. Like, I feel like when they just leave, that they went and punched the little zombie girl.
Yeah, like they're not completing it. They're not completing the whole prestige of the trip.
Yeah.
Whew, man. Have you know the scary snowman guy? The guy that just stands in the snowman and just like flexes on people and people get scared?
I think Scott like knows him or something.
No, Scott does personally know him. And,
okay.
We're actually going to meet up with him, Scott and I, when he does like road trips and shit.
Okay.
Anyways, there's this one, which I think is like the most popular one on their channel, where this dude does that to either a kid or the dad.
And the dad punches him.
Levels him. That kid doesn't have to worry about shit in his life because dad was down to ride.
One of the funniest this is a really old video. This is before YouTube. They're in a school and it's Halloween time. And this dude's jumping out of a dumpster and scaring kids while they're doing this fake interview. They're like, hey, do an interview for our school project. And the dude's in the background with a dumpster jumps out, scares him. This is like in the hallway, right?
Yeah.
And they do it to this black kid, and this black kid just turns and, oh, there goes my hot tub. This black kid just turns and knocks the dude with a fake mask.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like, knocks him out, and he fucking goes right back in the can.
So there's a real interesting video that just like surfaced, and it's becoming kind of big on YouTube. So, you know the clothing brand Abercrombie Fitch?
Yeah.
Okay, so the clothing brand Abercrombie Fitch, the CEO put out a stupid like you know how they like release a statement. He put out the most retarded anti-customer statement of all time. He said, you know, we don't aim our clothes at the loser kids in school. We aim for the hip, cool, stylish, thin kids. We're not going to make clothes for like fat and ugly people.
Yeah.
Like, don't take that word for word, but that was what he basically said. Okay.
Yep.
So this dude made a video, and what he did is he went to like all the thrift shops, like the secondhand clothes stores, you know, and basically tried to buy every piece of Abercrombie and Fitch clothing from all these secondhand used stores, and is going out and giving it to bums. and he's encouraging people to do this as well, right? And so what he wants to do...
I want to see this. Can we pause this and watch it?
Okay, let me explain it the rest of it, then we'll pause to the cause, and y'all have you watch it. It's hilarious. And so after, like, his idea is this. If we, like, you know, the Abercrombie & Fitch owner has a certain stigma who should wear his clothes. He's like, let's make Abercrombie & Fitch the #1 homeless apparel in the world.
Yeah.
To ruin the image. All right, guys, we're going to pause. I'm going to show Keem that video, and it's fucking awesome.
All right.
Be right back.
All right, we are back. So I just watched the video, and honestly, like, what a fucking... It kind of makes me want to buy Abercrombie & Fitch and wear it because the CEO is such a cocksucker, and it's hilarious.
I always find it hilarious when people decide, like, to boycott a product because the CEO is a dick or whatever. Like, okay, you know Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people, when, like, it came out to light that Michael Jackson was, you know, he might have been, like, diddling little boys and shit like that, they're like, never buying a Michael Jackson album ever. And it's just like, but you liked his music before you knew that, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, if you're wearing Abercrombie & Fitch, if that's your style or whatever, and then you find out the CEO says this, does it make you not want to buy it?
Yo, you want to hear a funny story about them?
What?
One time, the fucking CEO or some shit, or their Twitter said to Mike the situation, like, please stop wearing...
No, gave him a contract. Paid him money to make sure that he never wears Abercrombie & Fitch.
Yeah.
That's what
awesome. They offered him.
That's awesome.
And you know how fucked up that is? Because they had a fucking t-shirt that said the Finchuation.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. It's pretty messed up.
Do you ever wear Abercrombie & Fitch in high school?
No, never. I was never into those clothes.
Yeah. I liked their carpenter pants back in the day. Like, back when I was in high school, you have to think this is a long time ago, but, like, I liked their carpenter pants, but besides that... Remember carpenter pants? People used to always wear those.
Yeah, then that's stupid now. I wear...
Why? I like the little pocket where you can put your cell phone, you can put a pager if you had it at the time. Like,
yeah, I never got into those. I didn't like them.
Really?
I like jeans. But, yeah, I used to absolutely freaking love Structure, dude.
I like Structure.
That's the only place I would buy clothes from.
Yeah, what happened to Structure?
They turned Structure into... I don't know. Structure was called something else, and then I don't know. It's called Express now.
Oh, really?
Structure changed their name to Express.
Okay.
So Express for men, you can still get their clothes, and they're still awesome. I just don't shop there anymore because I'm older and I buy wisely with clothes because I'm a fucking gamer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I have a few outfits that are really nice when I go out, but here's the thing. Like, if you're younger, when you go out into the bars, women are going to look for you to look nice. They're not going to be looking for fucking brands.
Yeah. They want you to look clean. They want you to look sharp. Look, you know what the girl said to me? This was like about a month ago. She said, "Oh, I like what you got on there. You look employed." Right on.
You look employed.
You look employed, and like that's good. You don't want to go in there looking like you're fresh off the episode of Shameless.
Dude, I was so confused. Like, when I was younger, my brother's friend, well, it was actually my friend's brother. Mm-hmm. I was at his house. We're fucking playing something, Need for Speed or something, like 16, right? His older brother's like 21. He like puts on this fucking tie and a fucking shirt, and it's like a fucking weekday. And I'm like, where are you going? He's like, oh, I'm going out for some drinks with some friends. And I'm like, why are you dressed like that? And he's
Yeah.
like, well, that's what girls like. And I was like, that dude is a fucking nerd. And then when I got older, I
You
realized,
realize what was really
what he was talking about. Yeah.
You know, the people, they're actually, I have a couple friends that they work like construction jobs, but when they go out, they put on business suits and like kind of loosen their tie and they try to go out there and say that they just got off work or whatever.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, that's so stupid, though, at the same time, because the fucking guy that dresses up and has to wear a suit and tie to work, fucking, for the most part, is making less money than the fucking construction worker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I always wondered about that. Like, that's got to be a huge expense in, to have clean suits all the time. That's got to be a pretty big expense.
Yeah.
I lost my fucking... I lost my fucking business jacket when I was in Dallas, bro.
Yeah.
Like
that's $200 to get a new one.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not like
at least.
But that was like my go-to. If I had a nice collared shirt, I could throw that jacket on and look sharp. But that shit's gone.
I gotta hook up with Hex because Hex has this one company where he gets all his suits from, and they're really nice.
Yeah, I want to get that hookup too. Man. Speaking of that, what happened to the poker, bro?
Well, see, about a year ago, I was like, dude, there's this poker game online. Why don't I get a bunch of...
Full House Poker, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, why don't I get a bunch of commentators from Twitter to come in? We'll put $20 in a PayPal and winner keeps all. If someone have the purse. It was like me, you, Fisticuffs, Thunder, and I don't know who else was there.
I'm trying to remember who else was there. NASA.
NASA was there.
Jay-Z wasn't there. Yeah. NASA was there, though.
And
Fist, I don't think El President.
No, El President. Anyhow, we did this thing, right? And it was awesome.
Yeah.
And fucking Hex hicks me up today, and he's like, yeah, you want to play poker? I'm like, oh my god, dude, this was so awesome. We got to fucking do this shit again.
So do not take this as I'm saying Hex is a cheater. Do not take this. But if there's a poker game, there's a whole bunch of optic dudes and me playing, mathematically speaking, I don't think I'm going to win that game.
We should have went to go play poker. It was like fucking Hutch was playing. I don't know, a bunch of people. Like there was Optic J, I think maybe was playing. But
okay.
It wasn't like fucking stacked with Optic people. You know what I mean?
The only reason why I say that is because if you guys ever people, I want to do commentaries about this, about gambling, about betting. Whenever you have like a group of people that say, "Hey, do you want to throw some money down and bet in this thing?" Be kind of wary, because if you ever heard the term "I'm playing against two brothers and a cousin,"
yeah.
Okay, so like the reason why that's called that. Remember the movie White Man Can't Jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Woody Harrelson. He comes, he watches these two dudes play basketball, and they have him pick another person. And the other person happens to be the two dudes' cousin. So they throw the game and they lose. They're all basically like teamed up together, and Woody Harrelson lost his money. So it's called playing against two brothers and a cousin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like this is how you'd have to set it up, right? Me and you would go in there. Let's say we were working as a team, right? Mm-hmm. Me and you would go in there. The very first hand, you would go all in. I would go all in, and then the fucking whole game we'd be up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What would make that game way better, and it needs to happen, is face cams.
Oh, yeah.
Face cams would make it so much better.
Well, that would make that game awesome. Here's what I wanted to do. If all these commentators are getting in, right, everyone should be like we should fucking hire a real editor, a really good editor that can do it. And then everyone should be recording, and then once they're out of the game, they fucking upload and send it to the editor, and then he takes the whole thing, compiles it, and fucking makes an amazing video. Because
from different people's perspectives.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to watch that? Like, that would be amazing.
You know that poker used to be, when they showed on TV, they used to not show people's hands?
Wow, that would have got boring.
Well, people said it was more suspenseful.
Really?
Yeah, because when you're doing that, when you're watching that, you don't know what each person has, so you don't know why they're playing that way. Mm-hmm. But like with the poker that they've been doing the last like 15 years, where they have the little camera and it shows the. Speaking of that, I got a fucking great idea. Okay, anybody that's a sticker company that can make stickers, this is a brilliant, genius idea. I here first. Okay, those little backup cameras on cars.
Yeah,
I want to make a transparent like troll face.
Oh,
That's tiny that you can go up and slap on people's rearview mirrors.
I have one of those.
You have? Can you slap that on the rearview of your car? Because imagine, okay, so most cars. Now I was talking about this the other day. Everyone that I know, everybody has a car that has a screen in it with like backup mirror. Like most cars are coming with that now, and like or you have like the aftermarket stuff's affordable. So like so many people have those screens with a backup camera on it.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine if you get in your car and you start it up and you look at the backup camera and you can still see it, but it's like a troll sticker and it's just like showing on the screen. That would be fucking hilarious.
Or like something scary.
Anything just to startle the person that's looking at that starts the car up and looks and they're like, what the fuck?
Okay, but you understand that those cameras
are tiny.
Lenses are like the dot of a pen. So how would you get a sticker on there?
I've seen not decent size. I've seen ones the size of like a dime. You know what I mean? So just get a tiny sticker.
Like mine is like smaller than a cigarette.
Just get a tiny sticker. That's what I'm saying. I need to find out what it is and just get one of those small stickers. I think that'd be hilarious.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. What up, people of the world? We are back. I forgot what we were even talking about. We take these breaks and we just completely lose it.
Just zone out.
Yo, did I ever tell you about like my tombstone?
Do you have a tombstone?
I have an idea of how I want my tombstone.
Oh, okay.
Well, how do you want your tombstone?
I don't think about shit like that.
What? Why?
Why? Because like a natural instinct is to survive. So I'm lasting as many rounds as possible.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you have to accept death.
Nope. I don't. Go ahead. Accept
That's
it.
a weird way to live, dude. That's
not really. Not
that
really.
Seems really.
What do you mean? Accept death?
Like, know that it's going to happen.
Yeah, I know it's going to happen.
Okay, so when you die, all right, this has never popped in your mind. I wonder what my tombstone's going to look like.
That's the last thing on my mind. What is your tombstone? Oh, go ahead. What is your
tombstone
going to say?
Well, because listen. I think that a tombstone is everything. Like, you work your whole life to build that tombstone.
No, but a tombstone isn't like a back tattoo piece. Like it just says who you are for. Like it says your name when you were born, when you died.
Okay, but if you had enough money, you could build a pyramid, have your body inside of it, right?
Yeah.
And 1 billion years from now, people will know about your existence. That's why they did it. Okay. So what I'm saying is, sometimes
I've never thought of it that way. That's crazy.
Sometimes I've got lost in like just dreaming about how big my tombstone is going to be and what it's going to be.
How big is your tombstone going to be?
I want it to be huge, like giant.
Like what it would be the same size as?
It's got to be like basically a rock house, pyramid or something like that.
Okay.
And there's got to be some type of entertainment value, like this is geographically like lined up with planets and stuff where people can go in at the equinox and like line up everything. Like it's got to be like this amazing thing that in the future people will come to your gravesite and they'll naturally want to know who you were and what you did on this world.
You know what?
Because of your tombstone.
You know what?
People don't think like this?
No. Okay. This is.
Am I weird?
This is funny. So you know who Pat Sajak is?
What?
You know who that is?
No.
Pat Sajak is the host of Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
So guess what he wants his tombstone to be?
What?
The letters R, a space, like a square, then P, and he says, "Can I buy a vowel?"
Is that really going to be?
That's what he said he wanted his tombstone to be. I think that's fucking awesome.
Was it a joke?
No, I think that's really what he meant he wanted.
Why
can't you have a tombstone that's a joke? Like when people walk by and be like, like laugh at it. Like,
yeah.
Think about it. As a comedian, I always say that I'm a comedian. Like I'm not a professional comedian. I don't do stand up. I don't do any of that stuff. Right? But I find that I can make people laugh.
Okay.
Like I can, like a lot of times.
You have to be intoxicated, but yeah.
I don't have to be intoxicated. I can. No, I'm funny.
All right.
I'm funny both ways. Anyway, what is that? Is that just drama alerts happening?
Drama alerts are always happening, bro, when we do this show.
All right. So, what the fuck was I talking about?
I tweeted out something messed up. Can I read this tweet?
Interpretive tweets by Keemstar.
All right. So basically, this tweet just got retweeted, and there's this girl, Nikki Maya. She's like, I don't know if she's Puerto Rican, whatever she is. She's a ghetto girl.
She's Brazilian.
She is to the point where she can use the N-word with no problem and no one cares because she's ethnic enough to be considered black, but I don't think she is black. Anyhow, point being, she's a giant troll.
Yeah.
And she always is tweeting out the N-word. Not like Nigga, like Nigger, right? So, excuse me. I tweeted out every time that Nikki Maya tweets the word N-word, an angel unsubs wings.
I like following like sluts and whores on YouTube though. Like I like following like vulgar females.
Well, she's not a slut. She's just acting like that for attention to fuck with people.
No, I know, but I still find it funny. I rather read something like that. Like if you think about Twitter as a party, and you have all these, all these different cliques of people that are talking. Sometimes they talk to each other, and you see those conversations too.
Yeah.
But for the most part, most people's Twitter is very eclectic as far as groups of people they follow. Like I have people that I follow that all they talk is about Jordan shoes.
Yeah.
I got people that all they talk about is Call of Duty. I got people all they talk about is fucking the NBA. Vice versa. Some of them bleed over, but for the most part, you have all these different conversations, right?
I only follow commentators.
Okay. Now, it's funny amongst all these normal conversations when a girl will put a tweet, be like, I want someone to put it in my butt tonight. Like, shit like that, Like, I just find it funny to hear it. It's comical. It's like, what? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Like, some girl retweeted some shit talking about how her boyfriend put a remote in her butt, so every time she farts, the TV changes.
That's ridiculous. Anyhow, I just realized that I need to get off of Twitter.
Why?
Because I live on the fucker. I spend more time on Twitter than I probably do gaming.
Well, how about this? Just don't.
I feel like I'm going to miss something. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this is what Twitter is to me, right?
Yeah.
We're in this community or whatever, right? And Twitter is pretty much the study hall class that everyone's in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you get a chance to just, everyone can, basically come to this one room and all talk. You know what I mean? And I feel like I fucking want to hang out in that room, in that study hall and talk, but I'm in there way too much.
Yeah. I don't know. I do know what you're saying. There's a time back when MySpace was the main thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was on...
Back then, trolling meant something different. It was the thing that I invented on MySpace. It was the greatest thing in the world.
You did not invent trolling.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, explain how you invented trolling.
So on MySpace, what I would do is I would take a pickup line, all right, and find 50 new attractive ladies in my area, and I would send it to all 50 of them. And it was called trolling. And the reason why that was called trolling is not in the meaning that you think it is. It's because when you go fishing on a boat and you put like 7 different fishing lines behind the boat and you drive the boat really slow, that's called trolling. You put a bunch of lines out there and you go slow as opposed to using one fishing pole.
Okay.
So that's what I would do is I would put a bunch of lines out there, pickup lines.
Yeah.
And like these girls would fucking hit me up. You know what I mean? And a bad response or a good response was always a response, and you could always build off that. And I have a date every single night, dude. I was banging bitches nonstop, dude. I had multiple dates. Weekends were fucking miserable, dude. It was like a full day work week. Ask my good friend John. Like, I had this shit down to a science.
Okay.
All right, and it was called trolling, and fucking. Then they took that word and turned it into something else.
Well, if you really want to, like, if you think about trolling what it is now, when you want to make, if you're like, okay, I want to make a fake nuke troll video, right?
Okay.
What you do is you go into lobbies and you start up and you see if anybody catches. A lot of times they don't, so then you'll back out of the lobby, start a new one, and do that. So if you think about it, the same idea with trolling where you put out 50 lines, you're going into 10, 12, 15 lobbies, and then you only need one of them to catch on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So in a way, it's kind of the similar thing.
Yeah. Well, I think trolling originated, like the term, from people on like YouTube comments or in a chat room saying some ridiculous shit. Like,
Yeah.
I think all the churches in America should be burnt, and like a conservative Republican like fucking YouTube video or chat room
Isn't trolling
just for a reaction.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Isn't trolling like the whole basis of it to invoke an uncharacteristic reaction?
Yeah, you completely say some off the wall shit that you don't believe to get a reaction. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then fucking of course the new gaming generation has corrupted it into blocking people in the corners.
Yeah, but that's not even funny though. Like there's some good trolling though. Like there's times when people can troll and it's fun. I like when people play mind games with people on Xbox. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So.
But listen, we're gonna. Do you want to stream?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, we're gonna cut this short. If you're watching this and you've made it to the end, we're actually streaming live right now. We're gonna start on Blade's channel and then we're gonna end the night on my channel.
I thought we were gonna start on your channel.
No, we're gonna start on your channel.
Aren't we gonna go down and stream right now?
What do you mean?
Like we're gonna stop the video and go stream?
I'm gonna stop this video, upload it. You're gonna go to your house. I'm gonna go to my house, right? You're gonna get on your Xbox. You're gonna stream. I'm gonna tell everyone to go to your stream right now, and then later in the night we're gonna switch over to my stream.
You just can't join session. I hate that.
Join session. We're playing together, aren't we?
It'll be good. Like I don't know. I was gonna play like zombies and shit.
Oh well, that's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
Because zombies is boring.
Zombies is fun. Like if you get other people in there, it's fun. That's why I was trying to get you to like learn how to like the basics of it though.
I'm saying let's just play for an hour, just normal games and shit, and try to win. All right. I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Links are in the description. We're gonna be live at one of them. See ya.